Thank you. All right, good afternoon, guys. This is now 5:15. Just checking in. That long question that we did,
Good afternoon, sir.
the long question that we started for the 30 mark, did we finish everything in its entirety or did we just stop off somewhere in the middle? Hello? Anybody?
No, sir, we didn't do in the entirety. We stopped at the factorization, but that's probably
Oh, okay, all right.
but that's where we stopped.
Okay, so let me go start with myself and continue. All right, thanks for the
Okay.
All right. So I guess members of the class, one of two things. Either burnout, them want to see the back of this course, or I can go to a third. Dollars are run, so them are work extra time, overtime. Why after 25 minutes is just 600 here. All right. Oh, Jesus, Lord, forgive me, guys. Forgive me, please. I beg of you. The yawn came on unexpectedly and I couldn't break it. All right. So let me see if I can share the screen with mine. Let us go. Let us go. Let us go. 202. All right. So, question: did anyone got an opportunity to try the factorization for the question? I know that's where we left off. Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, Lord.
No, sir.
Oh, come on. Guess what happened, guys? Oh, come on.
Did you hear me, sir?
Yeah, man, I heard him a lot, but guess what happened now? I grabbed up, oh Lord and Father help me. I grabbed up cables and left the cable for the writing tab. Careless. No, man, I'm sure. All right, hold on. I'm sure I haven't. This is what oh, come on, sir. Like, seriously? Oh, come on, sir. John, don't start. No, man, I'm sure. I'm sure I have to put this through. I'm sure. Oh, it's not opening. It's not. Ay, 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 ay. Take one last look. Just remind. Oh. All right. I have to go to plan B. Plan B is me trying to find the typed solution and projecting it and going through it because you're a lovely teacher. left is forgive me guys, I left the so it favors say I left my data, not the data, the cable. I'm unable to connect the writing tablet. And I left the pen and I went in search for the pen, but the writing tablet. All right. Let me see if I can find the type solution and then I will project. It seems like I'm not prepared. Oh, come on. You no longer have a something out. If only was just looking for it for a long time. I'll be able to phone it long time. What are we on? We are on multi-variable function. Oh, come on, Mr. Sir. What have you done? Everybody all right with the timetable? On a start out on yourself?
Yes, sir. So you're talking financial wise?
No, I was just talking about the clashes. I was really referring to the clashes that you were experiencing. Some of you were experiencing. What the question go again? Give me the first time, please, somebody.
So I can't help with that. I don't have my book.
Let's see if I can. Can somebody assist me, please? Is it that everybody's in commute? What's wrong with you guys tonight, this afternoon? You're gonna do one off class and kind of say, I will stay with them. The one or two who may want to link up. I don't remember which other question. Was it 2015?
I think it was the August 2017, but let me double check.
Yes, sir. The question with that one big question and no part A, B, or C. It's just one whole question.
Yeah.
And I think it's thousands. It was in not million this time, I think thousands.
Is it the one with the small startup company produces speakers and subwoofers?
Go again with that, sir. I didn't hear it so clearly.
Sir,
a small startup
talk about
company
a startup company that making speakers. That's what I'm just saying.
and subwoofers.
So are you making reference to the one you said we should finish the factorization?
Yeah, if only I could just know what question again. All right.
May 2019 last paper. That's what you had on the document.
May 2019. I just can't find the question in my stuff among the. All right. So for those of you who may just be joining or just hearing me, I thought I took up my cable for the writing tablet. I have the pen and the tablet, but there's no cable. So I know I did a question and sent the question as an email to myself. But I'm also seeing, this question says it will have a part A, B, or C, you know?
So it's pi of xy. Pi of xy equal x square y minus. So you hearing me?
Yeah, man. Is it minus 22xy plus xy squared plus 71?
Or 71, sir. Yes, that's the question, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome, sir.
What form to the rest? I want to John or Star. Ja. All right. That was 2. Share screen. Windows. Go to this one and share. Let me know when you see my screen, please. I see my screen. Oh, come on, guys. And I make the class feel dread. Listen to me. Are you seeing my screen? Jesus. What is wrong with the internet? Enough tests afterwards?
Yes, sir.
Sir, body just
Enough
tired.
test? Yeah, I mean, but you see the thing about it, I don't know why it is, but you see when the class come off dragged and you're not getting the energy from the students. For me, I just absorb your energy and just feel deady myself, so let us just see if we can just finish up this. Because only for time gone already now. We just have 1 20 minutes left. I'm gonna be gonna just even if you can give me 1 hour, give me 1 hour. After 1 hour, we can't tell if we're going to lay down and sleep. Just 1 hour. Let me finish this question and then point out something to you because I'm finished with the topic. But there are 2 things that I need to point out, and that's why I did the question. Are you seeing the stuff?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm seeing it.
All right, cool. And that's why I did the question because I want to point out some stuff to you. All right. So we forgive me the last time you wrote, but this time here now it's type solution. You'd have had the first part hidden somewhere in your notebook. Or matter of fact, I think I sent it off via WhatsApp to you, if I'm not mistaken. So you should have the soft copy of what we did last class.
No, sir, that don't come yet. But I'll double
Oh
check.
yes, they.
I'll double check. Let me double check.
Oh well. Yeah, man, double check, man, because
No, sir, no reach yet. It's not there as yet, sir. Still have some past papers, just the past papers in the group. Because it reached from last class yet.
all right. Today is
But
the
you have
what date was last?
two things outstanding for us, sir. The MATH mid semester and that.
Right. I have. Well, hold on. I am in the process of completing the mock mid semester, and so whenever I'm writing, you can just remember to just send out something because I can't send it off same time. Which date was last week? Which date we did this up last week? Was it 26th?
I think it was the 26th, Wednesday.
26, yeah. Wednesday, 26. Oh, but maybe that's why I never seen it because all I have on the 26th is, oh, sorry. The other page is just loaded, however. Or did August 2017? August 2017. Oh, okay. All right. So I thought I had sent this out for you. So let me make good on this submission now. And this thing ready from last week. See here. So you should be in receipt of those. All right. So you guys are there now. You should be in receipt of that. So let me just go through here again. Um, so we're given the function, and we are doing the partial derivatives. We are doing the partial derivatives. We are differentiating now with respect to x, differentiating with respect to x. When I differentiate with respect to x, I'm going to have 2xy. Differentiate this guy down here, 2xy minus 22y plus y squared. And of course, my differential of my constant 71 is going to be equals to 0. When I differentiate with respect to y, I'm going to have x squared because the differential of y is just 1. So it's going to have x squared minus 22x plus 2xy. And again, the 71 goes to 0. And I'm finding the differential now of xx. This is going to be 2y, bam. I'm going to do y. It's going to be 2x, bam. And then xy, I'll go to x and then differentiate it with respect to y. So I'm going to get 2x minus 22 plus 2y. 2x minus 22 plus 2y. All right, let me double check to see if that's correct by differentiating yx. So look for y, differentiate it with respect to x. We're going to have 2x minus 22 plus 2y. Check. So all of those are correct. Are we okay with these so far? Are we okay with the...
Yes, sir.
All right, good job. Now, we're solving simultaneously. Remember, whenever you get a question like this, you're doing your simultaneous solution. You're doing your simultaneous solution. Your simultaneous solution tells you the values of your unknown, and you find my critical points. So the one in blue, I highlighted it in blue for you so that you can see it, is what I'm going to differentiate. Remember, not differentiate, sorry, set equals to 0. Remember, we are setting the first differential equals to 0. We are setting the first differential equals to 0. The first differential is a pi by x and pi by y, not xx and yy and xy and yx. Just the x and just the y. So we're setting those equal to 0. When we set it equals to 0, we're going to get this 22xy, 22xy minus 22y plus y squared equals 0. And I'm going to have my x squared minus 22x plus 2y equals 0. And then when I set those equal to 0, what I'm trying to do is, remember I said to you last class, hold on, hold on a minute. All right. Got disconnected. So remember what it is that I said we're going to be doing is to set my first differential equals to 0. Now, when you look at the first differential of x and of y, you recognize that I will have one where okay, in the function pi of x, I have only one x there. So it would suggest that I'll have to make x the subject of the formula. You remember me saying that to you last time?
Yes, you did say that, sir.
Right. And in pi of y, I have x squared minus 22x plus 2xy. So it means I couldn't make x the subject of the formula. I'll have to make y the subject of the formula. Right? So what I did was to use equation 1. Sir, could we have used equation 2? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I choose to use equation 1. All right? So equation 1, I'm going to say 2xy minus 22y plus y squared equals 0. So I'm going to make my 2xy the subject of the equation just now. So it means that I'm going to add 22y and subtract y squared from this side. So it now becomes positive 22y and a minus y squared. So I'm going to have my 2xy equals 22y minus y squared. Remember, in equation 1, I have just one x. So it means that I will have to set x or make x the subject of the formula. I'll have to make x the subject of the formula. Now, in making x the subject of the formula, what I'm going to be doing is to divide both sides by 2y. I'm dividing both sides by 2y. I'm dividing both sides by 2y. I'm dividing both sides by 2y. When I do that, I'm going to end up with x. Please note that cancellation was not possible before factoring the y's. I couldn't do a cancellation before factoring the y's. All right. So dividing both sides by 2y, I couldn't go ahead and do the cancellation here. So I'm dividing both sides by 2y. So what I'm going to have is just x on this side. I have to factor out a y first in order to do my cancellation. So this is after the note. Please note that cancellation was not possible before factoring the y's. So when I factor the y's, I'm going to have 22 minus y over 2. And that's my equation 3. Why 3, sir? Because I would have had equations 1 and 2 up top here. So now that I have equation 3 here as x equals 22 minus y over 2, then I'm going to substitute that equation 3. Do I substitute it into 1 or substitute it into 2?
No, you substitute into the first equation.
Why 2? Why not 1?
Two, because we're looking for y. Since now that we have x, we're just looking for the y. So we want to make y subject of the formula. That's why we substitute into equation 2.
Well, the answer that I was really looking for is that I used equation 1 to derive equation 3. So since equation 3 is a derivation of equation 1, I can't use equation 1. Agree with me that I use equation 1 to derive equation 3. True or false?
True, sir.
Come on. So because I use 1 to derive 3, I cannot substitute it into 1. Because really and truly, 1 and 3 are related. Very related. So I know how to substitute it into the other equation, which is equation 2. So I'm saying here, this must now be substituted into the other equation. Must now be substituted into the other equation. Equation 2. Right? I have to now substitute that into equation 2.
Sir,
And remember now, yes, please.
so are you going to send this document tonight?
Listen to me. All of what I did a while doing right now, we did from last week.
Okay. I was just asking what that.
And all of what and all of this. We know why you ask about the document, Miss Jojo, but why you focus on what one.
Sir, I'm
We'll get the
focusing,
document.
but I came in late, so that's why I asked.
Okay. But what I did, Dojo, is to send
You send a partial.
what I did last week. Yeah, I said what I did last week, and I remember to send it off. So I sent it not too long ago. So all of what I'm now discussing, you have in the group, in your WhatsApp group.
Okay,
So everything that I'm now discussing, yeah. So everything that I'm now discussing, you have in the WhatsApp group. It's just that we never finished the question the last time. So what I'm now doing is just a recap. So all that I'm doing now is what I've done from last week. It's just a recap that I'm doing now. All right. So remember now what we did last time. Remember we had this long substitution to make. Anywhere in equation 2 we see x. We're putting all of 22 minus y over 2. Yeah. Anywhere in equation 2 I see x. I'm putting all of 22 minus y all over 2. So that's what it is. This is what it is.
Sir, on Edukasava, I have exact same thing. Like this question where we have to work out this long thing on Edukasava.
Yeah. And you know what is the problem, Joe?
Differential
The
equation.
problem.
Sir?
No. Well, not the differential equation she's talking about. She's talking about this question that we're doing. But Joe, what is it? What is the issue? Look up here, so. How many terms you have, right? You say, oh, this one look okay.
Yes, sir.
Remember the question that we did before? Look
Yes,
at
sir.
the handout that I sent in the group not too long ago. The question that I did before had like about 7 or 8 terms. Talk truth. Yes, no?
Yes, sir. Answer you.
I wasn't hearing it, Joe. Yeah.
Oh.
So what I'm saying to you is, and there are some questions. So it's the longer the function, the multivariable function, is the uglier the substitution going to look. And you see, if you go into the exam and see a question like this for 30 marks without a parts A, B, C, expect that we have a long substitution to work out like this one.
So I figured.
Yeah, man. If you don't have the ABC, it's going to be a long substitution. And which is why I don't want to rush through this thing. I want to take my time so that you guys can understand, because I don't know. And remember, it is very possible that you can go into the exam and see this very question. Sir, are you telling me that this question is coming? I'm not saying that it's coming, but I have seen in the past, and which is one of the things I want to highlight tonight in class.
The outline, so it can happen.
Sir, maybe
No, that's not the point I'm making. You know. What I'm saying to you, what I have on screen right here is 2015, no, 2019. But what I sent off to you was a 2017 question. So chances are this very question also came in 2017. That's the point I'm making. Unless I made a mistake in writing 2017. The document I sent in the WhatsApp just now says 2017. But this document that I'm looking at here, when I did the question, clearly I was looking at a 2019 paper. So I'm saying to you that they do repeat the question.
Sir, I don't mind, because So I had to work
No,
additional
but
questions to understand the
yeah, but
specific one.
and I agree with you. I was like that when I was going to school to Joe. But Joe, the difficulty is it's not an online exam where we have the information there. So you have to, just like what Joe is saying, guys, you have to work the question multiple times so that you get comfortable with it. So that if you go into the exam and see the question, you can replicate what is there. That's the point. Thanks, Joe, for supporting my point. So, as I said before, this is just review because we would have done that from last class. All right. So we're doing the substitution, and then remember we got some big numbers. Let me just jump. Oh, come on. Let me just jump to the part where I had this fraction down here. And I said to you, in order to get rid of that 4, I just multiply by, in order to get rid of the 4 in the denominator, I just multiply throughout the equation by 4. And multiply throughout the equation by 4. And that's the 4 you're seeing in blue. And when I multiply throughout the equation by 4, magically, that fractional part will disappear. However, the other parts will have to be multiplied by 4. So if you look in that line, you'll see my 4 in blue. What I try to do is color code it so that you can see what is happening. So my scalar quantity 4 is in blue, different from
and it's
the other
multiplying
4.
and it's multiplying the 11 and the
Everything.
yeah.
Yeah, multiply everything. And when it multiplies everything, this is what I end up having. And it can revert to the document in the WhatsApp. And you can see that we have the same thing. And then when we got the document, the equation would have contained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 terms. But we recognize now that the 44 y's cancel and that 400, well, I did say put in like terms together. So you can see 484 minus 968 will give you negative 464. Oh, I cannot skip a line right here. But the one in the WhatsApp group will have it. You'll have negative 484, and you'll also have plus 88y minus 3y squared. And then that's where I remember stopping, where you're supposed to do the factorization for me. That's where I remember stopping, where you were supposed to be doing the factorization.
So sir, I guess I should ask this from now. Would it be possible that we would get like a question like say we're supposed to like work on like say the principal?
Work on what, son?
The principal. Rate of interest. Rate of interest. That's what I'm referring to. Because I saw that at Microsoft.
Unless you're doing like small changes where you could get a question, an application question on small changes using that. Yeah, but I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be worried. You guys are getting a little anxious, you know. Let us go back. Let us just focus on completing this heavy mark question. Yes, Pastor.
Yeah, I would just remind me. I would just remind you of what I of the message. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I remember. I remember.
Okay.
I was just indisposed on Sunday, and I couldn't get onto the internet. So when you factorize it, I got y minus 22 times 3y minus 22. I was hoping that you guys would you know, would do the factorization.
Sir, if you said something after hoping you guys would, I wasn't hearing you. I'm not sure if I was the only one.
And I'm just saying, I'm pausing here. I'm saying to you that when I did the factorization, I got 3y minus 22 and y minus 22. So I'm asking you now, just take a few minutes and just look back and see if you agree with my 3y minus 22 and my y minus 22.
Sir, you know that the 484 minus 968, that's not where you stopped, right? So I would get the same answer as you.
That's not where I stopped?
No, sir. The final answer after the 484 minus 968 was 3y squared minus 88y plus 484 equals 0.
Joe, yeah, I know. So that was the equation, Joe, for you to factorize.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the equation, 3y squared minus 88y plus 484 equals 0 down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, and that if you use and factorize. So we are telling now, so the two factors are 3y minus 22 and y minus 22. So we are given an opportunity now for look on something to tell me whether or not you agree that it's 3y minus 22 and y minus 22. Let us distribute. 3y times y equal
3y squared.
And what is 3y times negative 22?
Sir, negative 66y.
Good job. And what is 22 times negative 22 times y?
Negative 22y.
And what is negative 66y minus 22y?
Sir, negative 88.
No, ma'am. Negative 88 who? Yams?
Sir, negative 88y.
Thank you, love. Negative 88y. And what is negative 22 times negative 22?
Oh, sir, I was speaking, sir, 484. I was speaking, but I'm not sure if you were here.
No, I wasn't hearing. 484. So you see, it comes back 3y squared minus 88y plus 484. Joe, do me a favor. I want you to stop. I want you to stop talking to me here, Joe. I want to see if it's just you alone in the class. Don't answer no more questions, Joe, please. Here?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thanks, love. And thank you very much for participating because it's not you alone having the class. And I'm just going to pause until I
Really,
hear.
sir, is Joe one talking?
Sir, love you excited, you know, man.
Remember,
No, hold on there. No, hold on. I'm Bijani in a class, ain't answer nothing.
Sir, yes, you either ask the question, but because you are moved so fluent with the answers, sir, me I say me just go and observe. So I don't like
No,
just understand.
no, but guess what? Me not hear nobody even breathe.
No, sir, we can't.
I mean, at least no man, on the clear the throat, and know somebody else today.
No, sir, we just like pay attention, man. We don't want the bike man where pass and the bag of nice here disturb Joe. And
Vision, mute your mic, right? Because me serious and you want me laugh. Mute your mic. Come on, man, guys. I want you to at the time this going on, when I get this one examiner, sure. Hold on, now. Because last week, every time he called one student.
sir, so why else I get for an exam, sir? This and why else I come for an exam, sir?
Calculus 2. 1 minute. Come on, unmute for me, please.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Yes, sir.
But every time last week I call you, you come up line.
No, sir. No, sir. And every time, sir.
So,
Sir, I don't think come off, sir. Rain did fall last week, almost the whole week, host for me, sir. And when rain for my
Oh.
we're good.
Okay. Why it just kind of coincidental when I go through my list and when I reach the name before your name. It so happened that the internet decides it just to go cut out.
Sir,
Every time I did like
sir,
3 times.
all right now, I
I'll
don't
cut you.
have any light, sir. I service me there, you, sir.
I'm gonna cut you off. You're not participating in class. None time now. I'm gonna plan to ask you the first question this week, you know. All right. So no rain off out today.
No, sir, no, sir.
Okay.
No,
All
sir.
right then. But you need to open your mouth and participate in a class, yeah, boy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gonna say enough time to you now, give me a mind. All right. Frano, we not hear you since evening.
Yeah, man, sir. But that chat here earlier when I try to find the paper.
Oh yes, all right then, cool. And I'm gonna hear from Courage. I'm gonna hear Mike. You said nothing since evening?
No, sir, no.
Okay. And they kind of hear Courage mumble something earlier. Lot to say, really, sir? Bixen, no, oh, Jesus, I'm here cross with that talk. All right, so the rest of it. So with the rest of it, focus session. Those who are not in class. And let's work with those who are here. All right. So I'm still waiting to hear now. You are saying, and I apologize. I cannot write because I left the cable for the writing tablet. I have the pen, I have the tablet. I just can't find the cable. And I don't think it fell out from what it is that I have here. So I can't write just now. But what I know you know how to do, because we did that in calculus 1. I want you to tell me if you agree with my two factors. My factors are 3y minus 22 and y minus 22. Can I give you 2 minutes to look at your factorization and tell me that you agree with me, please?
Cool, sir.
Sir, I see how you got.
Say it again, Joe. Who was saying
Sir, I
something?
was saying that I see how you got the 3y and the 22.
All right, good job. I'm going to give the others an opportunity. Yes, Courage.
When we have a fraction with I've forgotten, like the 3y square, right? Aren't you supposed to multiply the 3 with the
constant.
yeah, with the constants there?
Yeah. So you're going to be multiplying the 3 with the 484.
Mm-hmm. Then I guess.
And then you're going to get a big number. And then you're going to prime factorize. And when you prime factorize,
88 and that.
so you should end up with 1,452, right?
Yes.
Good. And then you're going to prime factorize in order to find the two factors.
Yeah.
So prime factorize, manipulate those prime factors in order to find your two factors.
Okay.
Remember, it is a must, You must get one of these application questions come whenever. In this month, Exam is in this month. All right, 2 more minutes. Tell me whether or not you're seeing what is happening.
Sir,
Yes, Crosswell.
no, sir, me know why you're gone too long, you know, here and you create excitement, no, sir. So I make it.
Oh no, but you know,
So I make it.
yeah, man, yes, Bishop. But you know, we just really want to know for understand. I want to know that you turn up. I don't want you to just be in class. What I know normally happens. My colleagues have spoken about it multiple times. We discuss it in board meetings multiple times. Students come to class, but I just don't want my students to come to class, to sign on to my class. I want my students to turn up. So some students just log on. Are you calling upon them? And them not dead. Them just log on to say, boy, sir, I was present. But that's all. They are there physically, but they're not learning a thing. I don't want that to happen to any of my students. When you come in my class and leave my online class, we're supposed to learn something every day, not one day, every day. All right, let's go. May I assume correctly if to say that you guys understand the two factors now? I'm
Yes, sir.
unable to write. Right, very good. I'm unable to write, but so that's why I can't show you how to do the prime factorization. Well, I show you how to do prime factorization from last semester. Since this is just an application now for to carry forward for calculus 2. But let me see, let me hear, and I want you to speak honestly now. Those of you who are having a challenge factorizing the 3y squared minus 88y plus 484.
Sir, I look on the
Yes,
equation
sir.
a while ago, sir.
Okay,
So me
all right, cool.
problem. Look on the equation and see how to fix it. You never can fix it.
Okay, okay. All right, cool, cool. Lotto, you say yes. Yes to what, Lotto?
Sir, I just read, sir, so I don't even look at it yet.
I know you're in commute. I know you're in commute. So when I said when you're not talking to me, I wasn't really speaking up to you, because you declare that you're not around the system. So I know that you're in commute. All right. Let me move on from here. If it means I have to come back to the factorization, fine, but let me move on from here. So we factorized. We end up with two factors now. 3y minus 22, 3y minus 22 equals 0, and y minus 22 equals 0. Now, I'm recalling that the value of x is 22 minus y over 2. 22 minus y over 2. 22 minus y over 2. What I'm going to do, if 3y minus 22 equals 0, I am going to add 22 to both sides. So I'm going to end up with 3y equals 22. And because I want to find the value of y, I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So y now is going to be equal to 22 divided by 3. Y is going to be equal to 22 divided by 3. So I'm going to substitute that value of y, which is equal to 22 over 3, into my equation 3. So why use that equation? Because we already simplified equation 1 into something that is workable. If you were to go and substitute it into equation 1 or equation 2, you will have a ton of calculation to do. You don't want that. You will have a ton of calculation to do. We have already worked equation 3, which is a simplified version of equation 1. So anywhere in equation 3, I see y, I'm going to substitute 22 over 3. So let's go. 22 minus y, that's a y, sir. So it's going to be 22 minus 22 over 3. See it right here, so divided by 2. So I'm working on the numerator. Lord Jesus, this is going to problem now. Working on the numerator. Bijan, look for me, Papa, please. I'm working on the numerator.
Yeah, right. Me actually right, but me I go focus at all, guy. You know a problem this.
Yeah, yeah, man. I want all of you to look at this, please. Even though it's fractions and it's little school mathematics, that it still gives a little problem. 22 whole number minus 22 over 3 fraction. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using the lowest common multiple. I'm going to put this 22 whole number 22 over 1. But so you're not going to change the fraction? No. When I divide any whole number by 1, I'm converting it to I'm converting it into a rational function. I'm converting it into a rational function. All right? So now I'm going to have 22 over 1 minus the 22 over 3. What's my LCM?
3.
3, sir.
3.
3. And 3 into 1, sorry, 1
1 into 3.
into 3 goes 3 times, and 3 times 22 goes 66 times. 3 into 3 goes 1 time, and 1 times negative 22 is negative 22. So I'm going to have 66 minus 22 is going to be 44. And remember, it's not only 44 over 3. It's you see, I have this 2 times 3 right here. The reason I have the 2 times 3 right here is because there's a 2 originally in the denominator. Talk truth.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Bijan, you see that?
We just see that ask about that, sir. Come here.
Me know you don't got ask. That's why I call you.
All right.
So what you'd have done is to say 66 minus 22 over 3.
Okay.
But remember, there was a 2 in the denominator before, so you have to put back that 2 there. So it's not just 3, but it's 3 times 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. So you're going to take 44 over 3.
So we tell her we're back there, right?
No, let me tell you, man. If I was a member of the government, I would have banned all bikes from coming into this country. Trust me. Every minute I have a bike pass.
All right, sir. So you're saying that, let me see if we get this right. So once you reach here, son, we see that formula here. Well, no, I'm not gonna say formula. We substitute the y equal 22 over 3 in an equation 3 that the equation 3 already have before. Right? So anyway, we'll see why we just put the 22 over 3. Bam. So after we put the 22, we try to do the fraction part. So we put the 22 over 1, I same thing as 22 minus the 22 over 3.
Very good.
Use 3 as the multiple.
The lowest common multiple, right?
So because we use the 3 now, so we're gonna say 3 not that times that get the 66 there, so I get 66 there. So.
You saw me get the 66 and you saw me get the 44?
44 me about 22. 22 means
22, sorry, 22. You saw me get the 66 and the 22, right?
Are the 3 you use or not the 2 though?
Are the 3 me use? Yes, that's why I'm asking.
So,
very good. 3 that I use.
So I gotta say because the 1 into this goes 3 times that, yeah, 66. And 3 into that goes 1 time, 1 times 22, yeah, 22. That's why you get this minus 22.
And then 66 minus 22?
Yeah, you get the 44.
Is going to be 44.
But you make sure, say, the 2 way they have up on top, make sure, say, they play that 3 way you use.
You have it right down, yes, man. Have it right down. And then we end up with x equal 22 over 3. All right.
Okay. What's it look like?
Oh, Jesus
Look
Christ.
like, look,
That's killing me.
trust me, that's true.
Sorry, I said this not done yet.
Done? No, sir. We just barely find one critical point now. X equals 22/3 and y equal 22/3.
Sir,
We
I
have
was
to
course you
find
say,
out another critical
which course you sign up for, sir? Masters?
point.
Right. You want to
Just remember, say, just
say.
remember, say, and listen to me now. We know, say, you are waiting on the calculus school for graduation. All right?
Yeah, we
So
have
just
to
try and make sure you pass. Just try and make sure you pass the calculus for your brethren. And we have to go for you.
Sir, I have a question, a really important question.
Go ahead.
Sir, exam is at Eureka Road, right?
Ask the others. Is it at Eureka Road, guys?
They don't send out that yet, sir. They don't. I don't see where they send the location. I
Sir,
see
I have to make
main
sure
camp.
because last time I did up and down. So.
Yeah.
We
Fair
don't
enough.
get.
Fair enough.
We don't get that yet.
All right. So do me a favor. Whenever I get the locations for the exam, I'm just gonna ask her to just share it for me, please, because I had to be up and down trying to find exam papers tomorrow, because when I thought I was finished, I had 3 papers to go look up and down for and search in several different boxes. Couldn't find them. All right. So please, as soon as you get the location, we can just drop it in the please and thanks. All right, let's get back to this now. So I am now going to substitute y equals 22. Remember, we have 2 factors. We have 2 factors. Factor number 1 was 22/3. Factor number 2 is just 22, right? So anywhere in equation 3, again, I see y. I'm going to put 22. Remember now, equation 3, let me put it.
So just go up a little bit more for me, please, so I can see something.
Sure.
Right there, sir. You don't have to go too far.
Cool. In the meantime, Lotto, I want you to go to the calculator, please, here.
Yes, sir. Let me see if I find it.
Yeah. And the rest of you, all right, I know the calculator that Lotto has. The rest of you may have the 82, the Casio 82. If you have the Casio 82, take it off for me, please. Well, let me take out all of the calculators. I want to see if I can walk you through the algorithm in calculating this one to confirm your answer. Tell me when I can go, guys.
Yes, sir. You can go.
All right. So let me do the y equals 22 first, because that is so easy. Remember, I'm projecting as a recall, and I put it in red, bold it even. I'm suggesting as a recall the value, the expression for x, or yeah, x is equal to the equation that is defined by x. X is equal to 22 minus y over 2. And I'm going to be substituting the value of y into that equation. What is 22 minus 22?
22 minus 22? 0.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And what is 0 divided by 2?
0.
0.
Very good.
Hold
Very
on,
good.
hold on, sir. Because me I lost just a little bit here. So the x equal 22/3, right?
Is one term. Look here, Pops. Remember I have two values here? When I factorize, I got
No, okay. So go on now.
so I've already, right. I've done one already,
Yes.
so I'm going to do the second one now.
Yes. All right, sir. No, me get because we're back on track here. Go on again.
So I'm substituting my y equals
Mhm.
22.
I see
Anywhere
I'm
in the
23.
third equation, I see
Okay,
y.
no.
I'm going to put 22. So I'm going to have 22 minus 22, which is 0 over 2. Once the 0 exists in the numerator, your answer is 0. If the 0 exists in the denominator, what's your answer?
True.
Math error.
Math
Huh?
error.
Math error or undefined or infinity.
Yeah, I want to do, sir.
Mhm. All right. So my critical points would be x equals 22/3, y equals 22/3, and x equals 0, and y equals 22. I have two sets of critical points. Remember, when I just calculate my y values, I only have my critical value. If I calculate the x value, I only have critical value. But when I get the x and the y together, I end up with critical points. So now I have attained my critical points. Now I've attained my critical points.
And we need to find the minimum value.
Yeah, man, that's what we're going to do now.
Nothing is done, man. It's done.
Sir, you know, one thing I really wish that them were doing no fractions and this whole thing.
You go.
And that's why I'm taking my time. That's why I'm taking my time, Jojo, because I could have finished this one long time and move on to another question. And that's why I almost want agitated because I want to make sure so I understand. I just want to go through it. I want to go through it and talk back to me and I see something them. Because if you get a fractional one, it is not going to be a walkover. You will have to work for those 30 marks. And I'm being very frank and honest with you. That's the only thing I know. When the topic is easy, I will say to you that it is easy. I'm not supposed to know this. Now I get to a point in the question where I'm saying to you that if you get a fractional one like this, it is going to be not difficult, but you have to spend some time. You have to spend some time at it because it can trick you. So this is what I'm going to help you out with now. Take out your calculators. So when you do your fractional stuff, Joe and others, and you doubt your answer, can you say, but how me get back the same 22/3? The same value I'm substituting it with, at the same value I get back out of it. That's what somebody may be asking. I want to take out the calculator. And we're going to do the calculations. One go in the stuff. Let me see. All right. Just allow me to speak to Lotta for 1 minute. I think Lotta is the only one in the class now that has that calculator. And then when she gets her stuff, then I'll go to the others. Lotta,
Yes,
I want
sir.
you to press your fractional button for me, please.
Yes, sir.
And let me know when you all right, to press the fractional button.
Yes,
I want you
sir.
to put the cursor in the numerator for me.
It's there, sir.
All right, good. Press 22
Yes, sir.
minus.
Mm.
Press the fractional button again.
Yes, sir.
Put 22/3.
Yes, sir.
And then now take the cursor to the denominator now
Yes, sir.
and put in
Put in 2.
2. Yeah. And then press equal and tell me what you get.
22/3.
Boom. So you're good enough. You're good. Because when you do your calculation and show me the stuff, you know, you can double check your answer one shot. It's so easy. It's so easy. You get your stuff and come out of it. Boom, 22/3. All right. The rest of you know. So you can go on the way I do know lotto. The rest of you know. Do me a favor.
What kind of calculator that you have?
It's FX. Lord Jesus. Wait again.
FX
what?
991EX.
So
991.
that buy one.
9918 you have? 9918 what? Lotto? Is that G?
991EX.
Oh, the EX. Yes. The 991 EX. Yeah. Where was I now? The rest of you, work with me now. I want to make sure. I mean, I want nobody to use them cell phone.
I got mine, sir.
Because it can't. You got yours, Papa? Very nice. What calculator you have?
All right. So what is that one? TI 30X.
Oh, yeah,
S.
Texas Instrument.
So yes, sir.
You have a fraction.
Right,
you have a fractional button. You have a
Yeah,
fractional
yes, sir.
button
I
on
have
the
the
TI.
fraction. Yes, sir. I have the fraction on it.
Nice.
So what I did, I put it open brackets, 22 minus 22/3, close bracket, and then put the 2 as the denominator.
Good to go. So I'm saying this to say to you now, you and Lotto, when you're going to the exam, and when you do the something, I'm going to double check on something. 9.99 times out of it, your calculators will be right. Once you input the data correctly, your calculator will be correct. All right? Now, the rest of you, come, let us work.
Sir, what I would usually do, in case that this is that I would put both terms into brackets, when I'm working or something like that. That's what I would usually do.
Yeah. That's what I want you to do. All right, come, the rest of you, come, work with me now. Because you don't have a fractional button, you can't press one. The ABC button is not a fractional button in its entirety, in its true sense. It's really not a natural display. So the TI that Crossy has should say natural display. Lotto, your calculator says natural display?
When, sir?
Huh?
When?
No,
Just
no, on the calculator.
on itself?
Yeah.
With where the fraction button is? I don't
No,
have.
just written on the calculator.
No.
Look at the top of the calculator.
No,
you
no.
don't see natural display written? Okay.
No.
Crossy, you have natural display written on your calculator?
No, sir. Don't
All
see
right,
that.
cool, no problem. Sorry, never mind. Normally, maybe it was on the package when it was bought. Normally, they will tell you natural display. For those of you who are interested in the calculators like what Lotto and Crossy has, it's called a natural display calculator. It means that you have a fractional button there. All right, but let's go. Let's go, the rest of you. You're going to open your parentheses. You're going to press 22. Then you press your minus sign. You're going to open another parentheses. You're going to press 22. Then the ABC button to the left of your calculator. I'm going to press your ABC. You're going to press 3. Then you're going to close the parentheses 2 times. You should see 2 brackets beside each other. And then you press equal. And when you press equal, you should see 44 ABC 3. Are you seeing that?
I got 14 and 2.
14/2. Get 4.
All right. No. Hold on. Don't be alarmed. Do me a favor now. Press for me. Second function. ABC and tell me what to get. No, hold
So
on.
the second
Yeah, press
function we got 14.66. But when I did it the other way, like primary school way, the 14 times 3 plus 2, I got 44 over 3. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah, but no, I'm want to do everything for the calculator. All right, so then get okay. So press second. Okay, do me a favor. Look on your calculators and see if you see F to D or S to D. Can you talk to me now? Is either not seeing it or not seeing it?
Oh, sir, I'm not talking. Sir, I never see it. I'm not see it. I see a D/C. That's all I see.
All right, press second function and press ABC again and tell me what to get. It should give you the improper fraction.
Sir, 14 over 3. 44 over 3.
Yeah. Yes, man. That's what I say. So you're going to get 44 over 3, and then you can press the division button or press the regular division button and divide it by 2 now. And tell me what you get.
7.1 over 3.
Press shift and the ABC button again and see if you get the 44 and the 22 over 3. Yes, man. I saw you deep on the other calculator then.
Right. So this is too much word. I'm going to get one after them.
I would agree with you. But what I'm going to give you now is.
But sir, can this
I'm going to give you.
locally? Do they have it?
Again,
do they have it locally? This calculator.
Yeah, man. They do. I know somebody
They
who
might have a
was,
long look because me couldn't find it.
all right. I know somebody who had a few. Those of you who are interested,
220.
link me privately, offline, so I can help this work.
Offline, sir. If they link you offline, and I'll get the message there.
Size.
Go away. Link me offline and
link
and,
sir privately or out of the group.
Out of nobody, but let me know. Remember, you know, Doctor, they have to tell me when they link me outside of the group, send that message in the group because I have tons of WhatsApp messages coming on a daily basis. So you have to let me know. So when you link me in the group, we just press the name and it take me directly to your message. So we can look on that. So please.
No problem.
All right. But the one that Lotto has though, somebody needs to mute.
He'll live on in sight. So have we all come to the same conclusion of what's going on here? What's being implied here? I think so, yeah.
Yeah, who that man?
Brothers, right?
Vision, that's Crossy, that's you?
I don't mean there, I love it.
Crossy mute, okay, it's Crossy.
Same one.
All right. Yeah, man. So the one that that Crossy has, Mikey has, and Lotto has, you know, will come in pretty handy. And I will show them how to work out a thing or two more on it when I move into my other topic. All right. The rest of you, did you write down that algorithm so that you can remember it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, please. It's not hard enough. The part is not hard enough.
Sir,
and if you thought, Vision, go ahead, Papa.
Sir, if you know, so this is a must, right? And this about 30 marks, no, sir?
Yes, Pops.
Sir, you don't know no more must, sir. Come, sir, so we can.
Me hear you, man. Me hear you. Come on.
Sir, the thing is, God, we don't know how much you get in it. We don't know that the educator staff sitting how much it going to give you if you go in an exam. We don't know how we're going to go in an exam.
Just make sure you complete the editor. You can see the grade you get on Educo, you know. It tells you when you get 100% or when you get 50% or when you don't do it. When you don't do it, you can automatically get 0. I see people moving.
We have to move, sir. We have to
So
move.
you need to check, and although I don't see where you correct my answers.
To be honest with you, the last time I checked Lotto, you remember you told me that you never did the thing yet. It's only the practice you are doing. The honest truth is I have not gone back on. So I will go back and look at it for you. Because I did go on the first time. And then when I told you that I didn't see it, you're saying to me, you're explaining to me that it was just a practice that you're doing. That's why I wasn't seeing it. But I have not gone on.
I just have 1 unit left. I just had time for done.
Lotto, yeah.
And I was about to say to you, but I didn't want to load it up. But now that you've loaded up yourself,
Embarrass
let me just say congratulations. No, Lotto, don't play with our schoolwork.
No,
Don't play with our schoolwork. So let me just say to you, Lotto, congratulations. I love the grades that I'm seeing. And thank you for committing yourselves to it. You see the rest of you? You see when them things are shut out, you know, nobody come and say, sir, to be continuing. I'm not going to say anything more to you.
Sir, when the classes them supposed to stop, sir? Like when the school's supposed to stop classes?
Exam start on the 15th.
All right,
exam start on the 15th.
We have exam.
Email, you know, it come in your email. I don't know if you're receiving the email. I think they send the date when school stop.
But me I say, sir, we have no extra class. We have no.
Sir, we are go next week Tuesday, next week Wednesday. We still have class, so we have 3 more class. Tomorrow, God's willing. Next week Tuesday and Wednesday. We can't give up on it.
You know, that's why I'm asking questions.
Listen to just relax yourself. You'll be fine.
But
you see the problem?
Sir,
the problem is, you know, Bujan.
Sir?
The problem is, hold on, let me just say what the problem is. A number of you not go on yet to do nothing for Erico. And it's you gonna feel the pinch when you have to go study for exam and have the Erico stuff to complete. And it's those of you that are not going to feel sorry for because you know the ropes, you know the shrips, and are not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So let me just take at a cursory glance.
Sir, check again,
To see
sir.
those of you who I'm checking Mikey. And I will say it now for the recording.
Sir, I'm feel ready for exam. I just the fractions I'm afraid right now.
Oh, yes, my friend. Mark saying he's a hero. Right, girl.
All right.
Lego.
I'm seeing Mikey. Yeah, you have 3 Mikey. Lotto, you know, say it's 2 you have in a Lotto. You have 2 Lotto, you have 3 Mikey.
There's something more part up. One day when you that not count. One day you just go do that. One have left unit.
Okay,
4.
Sir,
unit 4. All right, thank you. Oh yeah. It will be unit 4 homework and quiz. Yeah, you're right. It will be unit 4 homework and quiz. So it's just that's why you call it 1. All right. I understand now. Mr. Erlington, not saying anything more.
Yeah.
Mr. Francis. Frano.
There, sir. I'm there.
What keep?
Go on, you know, sir. Go on. Start a couple of them well.
Sir, we start to say.
You start a couple of them. You start, come on.
Right, yesterday me start my way. So I'm gonna look for
Guys, if you don't do the quiz or the homework, it would not show that you're doing anything. The practice is just normal thing going through.
Oh.
Sir, I don't have to do the practice.
You have to do the quiz and the homework. That's where you get your grades.
That's where you get the grades from.
That's where you get your grades from. The practice and stuff.
But the quiz, but the practice things them have like all the question them.
All right, Crossy, I just prepared 1, 2, 3 of them for you. And I like what it is that I'm seeing for you, Crossy. Keep up the good work. Crossy, Mikey, Lotto are the ones who are ahead of the game. Let me just count. I don't ready to name and shame yet. 1,
Well, to be
2,
honest, I should do this from like
3,
3.
4. There are 4 students who are yet to begin my assessments. 4 students who are yet to begin. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 students who have done only 1 piece.
Sir, me, I went out of the 4 and I come just start.
And
So
then
I feel
now,
like I just finish calculus 1 and just move on to calculus 2.
Bijan, are you okay, Bijan? Because there are some students now who have done just 2 pieces. 1, 2 students who have done 2 pieces. The 3-piece people them, 1 or uno. The 4-piece people them, 1 of uno.
Sir, I get there, man. I get.
And I'm saying to you, the longer you wait to complete
No,
the
we're not
work,
taking a longer time, sir. We're not taking a longer time, man.
no, but what I'm saying to you is that time is going to run out on you. You have to go study your programming, you have to go study your management accounting, you have to go study your C++, you have to go study other than something there. You're not gonna have the time for Edico. And guess what? Sir, shall not sit down away from nobody. Is when I mark my papers then, I'm submitting my grades.
No, sir.
So I don't know if it's an online thing. I don't know if it's an online thing, but I think that really and truly persons probably don't work together. Because this is like a coursework, you know. So if persons don't understand, persons are logging behind, you know, persons who have done it before and what it. You have to reach out and ask and say, I've done this and that, what you think about that, whatever. It's just a togetherness. It's everybody.
Yeah,
there's a certificate for everybody. It's not just one. But you have to put the effort first.
And you know, Lotto, I thank you for that, Lotto, because this is the problem I have. I can't have students who have, okay, if I use Lotto's term, just 1 more piece to finish, just the unit 4 to finish. You and Crossy, and I'm seeing Mikey have, you know, 3 little ones, 1 of each to do. The same way I can have students even doing 1 piece. How do I explain 1, 2, 3, 4 students in the class not doing 1 piece of work, and then having an editor saw from Ola, and not 1 piece? I cannot comprehend it. And guess what? Bijan and Frano are the only 2 that were not with me for calculus 1. I think the rest of them know the shreps. Wanna know what happened. Wanna know, you know? Wanna know what happened. And I know if you don't do the editor, sir, and trust me, if you want to be honest, the editor soft help out a lot of them.
So I can speak for myself. I got a B- and I got a 48 on the exam. I am not free to tell. I get a 48 on that exam and I get a B-.
Why I got to be
working my Edicosoft. I am working my Edicosoft.
Wait.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lotto.
But then again,
thank you very much.
Wait, what are the minimum you need to pass exam?
80%. 80%. Thank you very much, Lotto. Because if you don't do your Edicosoft, this is your coursework piece, as Lotto says. Your coursework piece, and I give you enough time to complete the coursework piece. I am so even generous that if what you do for the coursework piece,
a makeup test.
me give you a makeup test and me give you another opportunity to do over the same piece or something. I have done that. And anybody want to say me session hard, that is fine, you can say it. But would it be the truth? It would not be the truth. But if you want to say me session hard, you can say me session hard. It is there. It is there to help. It is there to help all of you. But some of you not using the opportunity at all. Some of you not using the opportunity. And it is there to help you. And students, all I can say to you as we bring this thing to a close now, the Jamaican vernacular say, and in no way, shape, or form am I calling you a donkey or a horse, but you can carry one of them something got the water, but you can't force something in between. And I have tried my utmost best to be an exemplary lecturer. I come to class on time. I present my notes. I'm always ready. Yes, we understand it's online and the incidents will happen. Like today, I left with something. But guess what? Even though I left with something, I had a backup. It's just that it took me a while to find the backup because I know I had done the solutions for you guys, but I just couldn't find it. But I know I'd email myself, so I had to go in the email for it. So I'm prepared. But I want you guys to be prepared as well. So those of you who can sit up tonight to start your assessments on EducaSoft, start. You're putting yourself under pressure. Right about now, there are 3 students in the class who can chillax. Them can say the plan. We'll take Saturday if you just done them 2 pieces there, or in the other case, we'll take Saturday if you done them 3 pieces there. The rest of them have multiple pieces to do. Come on, man. Anyhow, what I will do is I will send you the remaining parts to the question, and just trust that you guys will go through it. I mean, we don't know what else to do. Let me just show you what it is. So when I find the critical points, that's the last part of the question. When I find the critical points, and I'm not going to go through this part because I need to give you the formulas for D, so you can look at it. When I find the critical point, I'm going to substitute into f of x times f of y minus f of xy all squared. Remember, if D is positive and f of xx is positive, we have a relative minimum. If D is positive, but f of xx is negative, we have a relative maximum. If D is negative, we have a saddle point, and if D is equals to 0, question can't work. So I would have done all of that and show you where we have the saddle point, because D here came out to be a negative value. And I'm going to send this off to you. I'm going to just going to cut and paste and send it off to you tonight. And then in one case, remember we have 2 critical points, 0.22 and 22/3 and 22/3. In one case, where these critical point 0.22 is a saddle point because D is negative. But for 22/3 twice, I'm getting positive 1452/9, which is a positive, so it's a relative minimum. And that is the end of the question. That's the end of the question. So those are your 30 marks. So we're going all the way up to finding the critical points. The only thing that we need to do now is to classify the critical points. And the classification of the critical points will give you additional stuff. Have a good one.
I'm sorry, before you go.
Yes, sir.
So this look like one question
Midterm,
from
sir.
EducaSoft. The answer.
Sir, when is the midterm?
Tomorrow.
It is a question on
We don't
EducaSoft.
know midterm. We don't know midterm tomorrow. We have classes to finish. What kind of midterm?
He's asking me to midterm for the
Like we
calculus.
have too much things to do. We do
After
so
class
only
done.
marks can give with a midterm.
What do you mean, doctor?
Sir,
But
grade us
again,
on
so
You think a
participation.
little work we do since the
Sir,
semester?
so you give it, you grade them as a midterm.
are you crazy?
You know if
When
we
I
get
give
nothing
the
for the
midterm,
midterm. Oh, Mikey, I go on. So Mikey, you know if we get nothing for the midterm.
No, sir, we need to know what go on,
Sir,
we need to know.
sir, you should grade us on
yes, and I know you.
participation.
I'm great on part. Hey, we know who to pass the course if we great from participation. You know. Come on, I'm gonna check again. Come on. Now answer.
Sure.
I'm gonna check again if not great from participation. How much you supposed to give you if you're great from participation?
Sir, 10%, sir.
10%.
Yes, sir.
10%, right?
Yes, sir.
All right then. Me like your honesty, you know. Me like your honesty. Roger, how much percent we supposed to give you for class attendance and participation?
-1.
Bill, sir.
Bills. I want to slap you silly. Have a wonderful rest of the evening here, guys. Be good and be safe. Later.
Sir.
Yes, Lotto.
Bye, sir. Bye.
Oh, okay. Bye, dears. Bye.
Hi, sir.
Come on. Bye, Corey.
Just remember to check my thing on Edicosoft. That's all.
We'll do for you. Dears. Cool.